You know what time it is.
All right, let's get into it. All right, Artie, first up. Ooh, huge SEC matchup. Kentucky's 4-0 going into this game. Florida beat Tennessee. Either can secure their top shot at Georgia later this season for the SEC East bid. How you feeling? I mean, Kentucky's a 1-point favorite at home. Over unders 44.
Yeah, this game is in Kentucky, which means a lot. That's huge. This was in Gainesville, but this is in Kentucky. Look, I want to see them get over the hump. They've been really good the last couple of years, but they haven't actually gotten over the hump. Haven't gotten to an SEC championship game. They're gonna get the one this year because they got to go through Georgia, and that ain't happening. But I would like to see them at least put themselves in a position to play a Georgia for a chance to get into the SEC title game. Would love to see a team like Kentucky try to get over that hump, get over that hurdle. So give me Kentucky. I think they're at home. They're 4-0. They're riding high. They got the momentum. Florida's good. Florida's no scrub, but they're beatable. Good teams can beat Florida. They proved that week 1 against Utah. So give me Kentucky in this one.
All right. Next we'll go. We'll follow College Game Day next on the list. Notre Dame, second week in a row that they're going to play in the College Game Day host. Yeah. Last week they hosted. This week they're on the road in Durham at Duke. Duke is a 6.5-point dog. Over under is 52. Notre Dame. I mean, they're 4-1 coming off a big game that they didn't win. Look, they played Ohio State. It was a tight game throughout. Duke coming in 4-0, looking for really their second statement win of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Hartman back in North Carolina versus a familiar opponent. This is his second time, I believe, back in the state this year. Played NC State earlier in the season. Thoughts on College Game Day going to Duke?
I don't understand why everybody's so upset about it. They've never
I'm
been
upset. I'm not upset about it.
No, I'm just saying, like I go on Twitter and I go on all these other social media sites. I'm like, oh, really? You're going to Durham? They've never been to Durham. Isn't that the whole point? To go to places they've never been before? They've never been to Durham.
I don't know. Have you ever watched College Game Day? They don't ever go anywhere different.
But they've never been to Durham.
Yeah, but
they're going somewhere different.
They go to Alabama 3 times a year.
2 weeks in a row with Notre Dame, but I'm so happy they're not doing a Columbus or even an Ann Arbor or Southern Cal. Like, go to Durham. These kids deserve it. Honestly, like I hope like hell Duke can get it done. They're another team that I just really want to see get over the hump, really get it done. I pray the fans show up and show out. Duke fans are like Wake Forest fans. They can have a top 5 team in the country and they still, for some reason, don't show up. I don't get it. I truly don't understand how you have a team that's so good, have a professional quarterback. Dude's going to get drafted. Riley Leonard is getting drafted in the NFL draft. He's a top 2, like second. He's a first or second round pick. Like, show up for these guys. Get live, get loud. If you're playing Notre Dame at home, you got College Game Day. Show up, show out. Give me Duke.
All right. Duke straight up or just against the spread?
Against the spread.
Okay. Yeah. No, not so fast, my friend. Notre Dame looks real good.
Notre Dame should have beat Ohio State last week. Honestly, they shot themselves in the foot so many times. They really should have beat Ohio State.
Former Wake Forest quarterback Sam Hartman. Really like what I've seen from him. I'm going to go Notre Dame by 10. Okay. Look, it's going to be a close game, but I think Notre Dame wins by 10. It could be a little bit closer, but that's just what I kind of see. Artie, Ken Jeong is the guest picker this week. Duke alumni, famously from The Masked Singer and The Hangover. From Greensboro. Yeah, from Greensboro.
Yep. Page High School, I believe.
Artie, let me ask you. Who would you pick to be the College Game Day picker if College Game Day came to East Carolina University?
Oh, God. I mean, We gotta go big, man. I need a Vince McMahon. I need God, who else we got? That's. I mean, we're not getting Sandra Bullock, obviously.
Nah.
And we're not doing Carter Cruz either. So
I mean,
no, we're not doing Carter Cruz. Nah, give me a Vince, man. Give me Vince. Hey, and that makes sense.
Charlotte Flair.
Give me a Charlotte Flair.
Jared Shaffett.
Jared and Artemis Brown.
You know, honestly, who they would probably use, and it would be a good one, Mr. Beast.
I didn't even think about Mr. Beast. I keep forgetting we have Mr. Beast. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's actually probably the one they should pick. That's actually probably the one.
That would be perfect. Mr. Beast.
That's the one. Yeah.
Get those.
It actually shouldn't be anybody else. It should be Mr. Beast.
Get those 12-year-old viewers to. That would be the most watched college game day of all time.
I mean, the TikTokers and YouTubers would be out there. The Twitchers, they'd be out there in full force.
For sure. All right, Artie. Next up, a game that kind of looked very interesting early on or before the season started. UAB, Trent Dilfer travels into Tulane. UAB's 1-3, going into Tulane, who's 3-1, to try to really get an upset to open up their American Athletic Conference tenure. Tulane looking to build off of a streak against Group of 5 teams and separate themselves from the rest of the American Conference. Tulane's a 21-point favorite. Over-unders 58.5. Josh, do you know? Does anybody know? Does anybody know if Michael Pratt is back?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I don't think he is. If Michael Pratt's back, or if Michael Pratt plays in that Ole Miss game, Tulane's 4-0.
Probably. Yeah. No, probably. This game's not going to be close.
No.
This game's not going to be close.
Josh says he's back. So,
yeah. Tulane will have their starters in at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Their backups in at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I don't think this game's going to be a blowout.
Tulane 48-20.
Maybe even worse than that. Maybe like a 48-10.
I'll give them 20.
Okay.
All right. So we both think Tulane covers. All right. Lastly, we got one more before USF at Navy. I mean, USF looks real good, coming off of a strong win versus Rice, plus the week before against Alabama. Yeah. Navy looking to balance pass game and run game. Does USF sell out to stop the run or stay balanced and lock down the pass? How confident are we in USF from being a bottom feeder that they were?
I mean, I'm not confident in USF, but they should beat Navy. I think this game will be close, obviously, because Navy, I mean, they'll make it that way. At least it'll be closer to 2.5, 3 quarters. And then I can see South Florida pulling away. South Florida should win this game. They're a better team than Navy. Navy's not that good.
Yeah, for sure, Artie. Okay, last but not least, game of the week. This is where College Game Day should have been. East Carolina University travels on the road after a big shutout win against Gardner-Webb. Rice has a decent win this year. They beat Houston. Then again, Houston is now a bottom feeder in the Big 12.
Expected.
Rice is a 3.5-point favorite, over under 46.5. Former Conference USA matchup. Artie, I can't remember the last time we played Rice. It feels like it's been a while.
It's been a while.
I feel like it was probably 2013.
I was about to say that might have been a decade plus since the last time we played Rice.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of went over it earlier. I do think this is going to be. I'm even more nervous about this game than I was last week because this is a team that I know can beat us. Like if we don't actually come out and play our best game and play sound football, Rice will absolutely win this game. So a little nervous, but also very optimistic, very proud of the fact that we did what we did last week going into this matchup, doing what we needed to do. And I do believe defensively, I know what we're going to do, right? I know our defense is going to keep us in this game. We're not going to get blown out of Houston. We're not going to get blown out the building because our defense is just too good. I know they're going to keep us in this football game. Offensively, I want to see some consistency. I want to see receivers not dropping passes. I would love to see a breakout game from one of these receivers. For the love of God, I would love to see a breakout game from one of these receivers, and just some quarterback consistency. I think the running game will be okay. Would like to see the O-line obviously play a little bit better, but that quarterback to receiver combo, the consistency in that, I kind of want to see that turn a new leaf in this game. Whether it's Alex Flynn, which Flynn will probably be the starter, going into this game. But regardless, I want to see some consistency. I want to see somebody in that wide receiver room say, "Damn it, I've had enough," and just have themselves a day. I want to see that. We're getting into week 5 now, so I want to see somebody break out in that wide receiver.
Yeah, for sure. Your prediction?
Oh man, I don't really think it's going to be that high scoring of a game. I'm going to take ECU. I'm going to take ECU 24-17.
Okay. I like that. I'm going to take ECU 24-21. Andrew Conrad hits a walk-off field goal.
Nice. Okay.
I'll
give us some love.
I mean, hit 2 personal best last week against Gardner Webb. So yeah. I like that. I'm gonna ride with ECU.